Hey guys, I am Rob. This is Little Man Cave on the Prairie, and today we are back with another buggy update. So we have got a couple things done. First, we'll start off with the extended cab, I guess. This is proving with the dovetail to be a little bit more. Let me get up there. Okay, so whenever I get this part, I have to bend this kind of in and down, right? Which pulls away from there. So it's just, and then it pushes, because these parts touch too, so I have to shave off there as I pull down and see where I'm at, make a mark. It's like 1/16 of an inch at a time. We're also having like a heat spell right now, and it's hard to be out here. Like, it's pretty sunny in this spot, and I'm working on this spot. But we did get the extension done on the box. So now, more or less, the box has an extra 5 inches of what it's supposed to, in ratio of like there to there, there to there, there to there, you know, from the back of the extended cab. And the reason I did that is, well, a couple reasons. So first of all, I don't know, it kind of gives it a little bit of a truck look, I guess, instead of the Chevy Tracker, you know, short little box, right? It gives me more room. When I will have to build a box, I'm going to cut the frame, drop that, rebuild the frame on a little bit of a, you know, just to kind of keep that wedged buggy look, I guess. So yeah, I'll have to figure all that out. Right now I'm dealing with, okay, so I want to have my rear end here, the tailgate, I want to have that on there too. So what I had to do, since I did the dovetail and these came in, now these are actually I believe it's 8 inches, 10 inches, something like that, that these have come in, right? So I took 11 out of here, and the reason I went with 11 is because this is the other piece that came out of the middle. So I had to cut this and then weld them back together. This is where the spare tire carrier was, right? And I already had, like, to cut out of the center here and still have this, I was like, well, no, I'll just, you know, and that way it just kind of gave it that smooth right across, and just more or less deleting this. So, you know, it gets rid of these lines that I'd have to, you know, figure out or anything. It was cut, it was welded in, it was quite simple. You know, I just had to make sure everything went straight across. This also had a great big dent right here, and it kind of flexed out, but then once I got everything cut in half, you know, I put some magnets on it and it straightened right out, so that was a bonus. But the problem is that I'm going to need 3 more inches, 1.5 inches each side, of dovetail. Like these don't move very much. They're, you know, they're pretty sturdy if they're welded up, and even like tacked well, they're pretty sturdy. So I'm gonna have to make I think I'm just gonna make more cuts and then see what I get, and then everything should match up, and I should be able to just weld it to it. I also want to, well, I'd have to cut it like on that seam right there on the bottom side. I'd have to cut it because I'd like to bring it down and then kick it in on the bottom a little bit. That would give just this back buggy area kind of a sharpish, I don't know, razor style or side-by-side style, whatever you want to call it. So that's what's been kind of going on here. Mostly this has proved to be, now I think that this would be really easy if it was just, you know, standard tracker and you wanted to put that on a tracker, you could probably just do a little bit of trimming, and if you were careful, you'd be able to body that, and you know, you'd be there. But because my dovetail, like I said, starts back here, which is more or less what happened is I made that cut along that support, and then I pinched them together, so that starts this back edge to start pulling in just a little bit, width of a grinder disc, you know, like just pull it in and weld it, and it holds, and then but it starts that dovetail like right back here, and then this one has to, and you can still see that, you know, those aren't matching up. When I can do it more like that, you can see how that's coming along, but those top two don't match up. So that's where the twisting comes in, and you can actually bring this one down a little bit. Now the hard part is well, as you can see, I had to cut the middle out, because when you come up here, this is going, you know, arcing around, so the distance that this one's got to be shorter from that point over to the other side, right? Because it's coming around, so this has to be smaller this way. So I had to cut this piece out, and then I'll shape that up inside there, across there, and that'll work. More or less just giving you guys all the things that I'm slowly trying to learn. First extended cab, first this, you know, I've done a couple of chops, but you know, not a lot. But we are waiting on some stuff for diffs. Yeah, we're still at that point, so, but they're in the mail. They're supposed to be showing up this week, I think, and that's about it for this one. But let me know what you guys think about the extended stuff and the kind of truck look. I also have doors. Okay, so a lot of you guys have seen this rust, and you're like, well, what are you gonna do? Fix it? You know, like, no. What I'm gonna do is wait till I get all these welded up, and I've got my structure there to hold it, and then I'm gonna like cut 2 inches underneath here and come down over till I have about, you know, inch or two over here, and then I'll cut down. And what I can do is I've got, well, quite a few doors. So what I need is this right here, right? Well, the doors have that. And then I can put just a great big square in there, come straight off that, right? Weld that in, come straight off there, and then I can make whatever angle I want for wherever tire placement I have. And then that will look a lot better. As for, like, because I came out here, I feel I should come out here a little bit and, you know, try to do that. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. It's hot. I'm barely getting anything done. It's humid too, and I'm not used to that. But anyways, like, subscribe if you guys follow the build, and have yourself a good weekend. All that jazz. Take her easy, guys.